Sawyer smiled as he watched the poolside shenanigans through his kitchen window. This time next year, their baby would celebrate his or her first Memorial Day weekend. He felt like they were meant to be dads to the sweetest little girl to ever live. A warm hand settled at the small of his back, and he nearly dropped the tomato he'd just washed. Sawyer would know that touch anywhere, and turned to look at his husband, who wore a matching grin. "I'm worried our mouths are going to stick in this current position," Sawyer said. They hadn't stopped grinning all over themselves since leaving the clinic with Kelsey the previous day. "Your future cadets won't be able to take you seriously." Royce arched a brow. "And the suspects you interrogate will?" Conceding the point with a slight nod, Sawyer said, "What are we going to do about it?" Royce took the tomato from his hand and gently set it on the counter. He cupped Sawyer's face and moved in until their lips nearly touched. "I have an idea." He waggled his brows for emphasis. Sawyer's blood migrated south as memories of their passionate lovemaking replayed in his mind. Their interlude at the clinic had taken the edge off so that they could act like respectable humans. They'd treated Kelsey to lunch at the Hummingbird Cafe after the procedure, and then she took them to a megastore that sold anything and everything a parent could want for a new baby. It was overwhelming, to say the least, and Sawyer had expected Royce's eyes to glass over, like they did every time they went into a store that didn't sell tools or equipment. It turned out that Sawyer had underestimated his husband, but only because there were tons of high-tech gadgetry available for babies and their parents. Royce had wanted to start a registry there and then, and the only way Sawyer could get him out of the store was to whisper some of the wicked things he wanted to do to Royce's body when they got home. They'd barely kept their hands off each other since. Royce's next words proved he was still trying to make up for lost time. "I just need everyone to go home so I can have you to myself." They had plans with family over the holiday weekend, but they'd set aside Saturday night for hosting a pool party for their closest friends, who were also their SPD colleagues. Kelsey was the only one from their core squad who had prior commitments she couldn't shake. Sawyer suppressed a shiver and the urge to drag his husband to their bedroom. "They just got here," he protested. "And shouldn't you be getting the grill ready?" "I did," Royce replied. "I came in to get the meat and caught you daydreaming." "Was not." "Were too. You've stood in the same place for the last 2 minutes with the tomato suspended in the air. Bet you were thinking about how different our party will look next year." "Yeah?" Sawyer admitted dreamily. "I know it's not smart to get our hopes up so high, but I can't help myself." "I can't either," Royce admitted. "I did what I promised not to do today." Sawyer laughed because he knew what Royce was about to divulge. "I texted Kels too," he confessed. "The doctor made me nervous with all the talk about cramping and spotting. But she's doing good. No issues so far."